Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel, and you guys remember this headline from just this past Friday when stocks and crypto just completely tanked simultaneously the world over? Here's the headline from Bloomberg on Friday. Bitcoin retreats 20% from record, entering bear market. And so when I see that from Bloomberg, and a lot of people in crypto took it the same way, because again, they're saying that we're actually in a bear market now. What's the actual translation of that? The bottom's in, pretty much. It looks like that probably is more or less going to end up proving to be the case. And so I want to share with you opinions from a number of analysts in this video, but it does seem to be the case that in very short order, most are expecting that we're going to continue to see a move to the upside, and we certainly have today. Bitcoin's not looking too bad. XRP has recovered a fair bit, and it does seem like the march is just going to keep on keeping on to the upside. And for XRP holders, most excitingly, I'd say, the wait is almost over. Whether you're in the camp that thinks that they're, the 4-year cycles that we've seen historically in the crypto asset class, whether you believe that, that's the case, meaning that real fireworks are about to be here in December, or if you think that, if you're in the camp that thinks that we're seeing lengthening market cycles, either way, even if that's the case, the wait's still almost over. Because look, the market certainly, absolutely, provably does move in tandem, including XRP, even though it's at a suppressed price point right now because of the SEC versus Ripple case. But my gosh, like, where's the opportunity? Out of all the top 10 cryptos, which one has the most room to move to the upside? And I think it's very clear. The answer is XRP. And so it's set up so perfectly to eventually, in short order, hit its all-time high and then enter a new realm of price discovery. So I want to talk about that as well. But before going further, I also want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time of recording this, XRP is at $1.02. Bitcoin's at $57,467. Bloomberg, how's this bear market looking to you right now? Is this are we still in a bear market? Market cap for the asset class 2.69 trillion, and Bitcoin dominance at 40.31%. It's just, things happen fast in crypto. Here's a Bitcoin price chart for the last 7 days, just on live coin watch here. You can see when the world fell apart. And look, the fact that things went all crashy on Friday did not mean that there was suddenly something horrifically wrong with crypto or the crypto asset class or the long-term viability or anything of the sort. It's just that markets got spooked, and it wasn't just crypto. Stock markets the world over cratered as well. And wouldn't you know it, right as the market became extremely fearful, people swooped in and started buying, and what do you know, we bounced back up again. Here's the Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 40 out of 100, indicating the market is still fearful, up from 33 out of 100 yesterday. And so, like I said, when we were extreme fear just within the last few days, and I said, look, I don't know when, but we're going to end up in extreme greed again, perhaps sooner than later, as directionally we're already having some interesting quick moves back to the upside. And you'll see as I go through this, expectations from analysts, on-chain analysts, and technical analysts, they think that more likely than not, we're going to continue to see movements in this direction. Doesn't make sense to be scared here right now. Here's a tweet from the blockchain backer, and he linked to his most recent video, which I checked out, and he wrote, the perfect setup for launch for the XRP price chart is Bitcoin price mirrors 2017 explosion zone. And so while I'm not going to sit here and regurgitate everything that he covered in his video, it was a fantastic video, but suffice it to say, he points out that the confluence of everything that occurred in December of 2017, like, it's setting up precisely for just that type of move that he believes is ultimately going to result in XRP launching above $10. And it's just, nobody wants to buy stuff when it's cheap. When crypto's on sale or looking cheap, and that you don't have that validation, people don't want to touch it. People didn't want to buy it. So the more expensive XRP gets, the more people that don't know what the hell they're doing will want to jump into it because they'll feel like it's validation. And that's typically not as good a time to purchase. And so it is what it is. This is how people behave in markets just in general. It's true in the stock market, it's true in crypto. And I recognize this is how humans behave, and I've been, responding accordingly. Like this has been part of my expectations here. And so that's why I was saying, and that's in the video, whether you think that we're still in 4-year cycles or you think that we were experiencing, to whatever degree, lengthening market cycles, it doesn't matter. Because even if you think it's going to be Q1 or Q2 of next year, we're still almost there. But who knows? Maybe we're within the next few weeks even we're going to see some nonsense. Because it does look like we are going to see that final leg up for Bitcoin, whether you think that someone like the blockchain backer's right and you top out at 80,000, or other analysts are correct and we're going to see something like 150 or 250,000, what are the crazy high numbers, whatever it ends up being, it's still coming, and XRP will respond in kind. Here's a tweet from chart analyst Credible Crypto, and he wrote, Bitcoin tagged $53,000 right in the middle of my expected bottom region between $50,000 to $55,000. I believe the local low is now in. We may simply continue up or maybe put in a higher low first, but either way, I think we start taking the highs above us soon. Indeed, all good things in time, my friends. Here is a tweet from Leb Crypto. This one was actually from November 24th. And he wrote, and I covered this at the time, he wrote, this is far from bearish price action. He's talking about XRP here. He wrote, this is bullish consolidation, friends. All good as long as I don't see a weekly close below 95 cents. And then he followed up with this 2 tweets here today, in which he wrote, XRP saved the weekly close above 95 cents, so that's an important level as far as he's concerned. And so what are we watching for next? Well, he wrote, next crucial levels are $1.14 and $1.41. Clear those two, and we can start more confidently expecting a retest of 2018 all-time highs around the $3.30 to $3.50 mark. For now, nothing to do except monitoring Bitcoin and macro risk on assets environment. And so I'll tell you this, like a lot of the typical retail speculators, when I compare like their expectations and approach to markets compared to like the technical analysts that I choose to follow, I keep seeing the same type of thing again and again. It's like, it's just whatever's happening in the moment of price is suppressed. Oh my gosh, it's really making you emotionally feel stuff, and XRP's never going to go up, and what a stupid crap coin. I never should have bought it. This time. By the way, people say this about whatever coin it is that they're holding, whether it's Bitcoin low at the time or Ethereum or pick your coin. But, to me, the idea of XRP never having a new all-time high ever again is completely ridiculous. Its all-time high was on January 4th, 2018, and ever since it hit that and the bubble popped, my bet has always been that at some unknown point in the future, it would be revisited. And especially given that, as I keep saying, the whole market moves in tandem, is XRP part of the market? Yes. So, of course, it's going to happen. It's inevitable. It's just the case that so many people are not sufficiently patient, and they're not going to be rewarded as a result of this. But yes, of course, and I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold anything. It's not financial advice. I'm just sharing with you what I firmly believe, which is yes, there's going to be an all-time high, and I suspect much sooner than later. I think the vast majority of the waiting really is already over. All right? And that's not what I've been saying for like a huge chunk of the time that I've been running this channel, but it seems very clear like where we are in the market cycle, right? And then there was this also from Leb Crypto. He wrote, this is about XRP. In terms of buying/investing opportunities, it does not get better than this, to be honest. Very low risk and high reward. Great risk reward. I bought this dip. #XRP. And then there's this from chart analyst Michael Vandepop. As Bitcoin is back in the range, you'd preferably want to see a flip of the $56,000 area to be taking place. If that happens, then I'd assume a retest of $60,000 is on the horizon. And so, and that tweet was from just this morning. And so we're over that level currently that he's talking about, that $56,000 level. Again, Bitcoin at the time I'm recording this, $57,499. And so I just picked a few tweets from some of the analysts that I follow, but there's more opinions that are in line with this from other analysts. I just didn't want to have like literally 10 different analysts effectively saying the same thing, but it does seem to be more probable than not that the worst is over. We're going to be seeing a move to the upside. And so what do you know? When things get crashy, that's not the best time to sell. I tell you what, it's just so funny seeing how some people behave. Like they're enticed to sell because it might go even lower, but it does the exact opposite for me. Why? No. If you want me to sell, you better entice me with high prices, damn it, or I ain't going to be budging here. Now take a look at this. There's an article from the Daily Hodl titled, Next Leg Up for Bitcoin Imminent, predicts on-chain analyst Willy Woo. Here's why. Popular on-chain analyst Willy Woo says that Bitcoin should be finished with its correction soon before igniting another upward price move. In an interview with Peter McCormick on What Bitcoin Did, Woo says that Bitcoin's on-chain fundamentals look healthy and with nothing out of the ordinary to be found. According to him, Bitcoin has been trading in an accumulation range, and it does not seem ready to ignite a massive move up just yet. And here's a quote. There's nothing out of the norm happening here. It's just very constant accumulation by long-term investors. It's looking healthy. It's not like this is going to blow out of the water, and there are not enough shorts in the system to squeeze it that fast. We've got longs in the system that need to cool off, end quote. The closely followed analyst says that for the time being, Bitcoin is consolidating while demand goes up and coins flow into the hands of investors with strong conviction. And here's another quote. I just see it as consolidation. Consolidation means it comes down and tests and then moves up without crashing. As it's consolidating, demand is increasing, the hodlers are buying, the speculative guys, they're holding strong for the swing trade, while the hodlers are buying, so there's not a lot of selling. If anything, we're just waiting for the derivatives guys that are just in it for the short futures contract to give up on their long position and then get out of that trade, end quote. Yeah, in all probability, this is correct, which is just makes it that much more comical that a few days ago, Bloomberg had an article proclaiming that Bitcoin had entered a bear market. It's already not aging well. Like, I'll tell you what, that headline, it's aging like a fine milk. Just aging like the finest of milk. Wu says that based on derivatives data, Bitcoin may be ready to resume its bull market within the next few days. And here's a final quote. We're getting quite close. The derivatives data I'm looking at, we're probably within a few days away from the next leg moving up. Just need to see the trend continue. But we're very close to that consolidation bottom. Undoubtedly a lot of demand, a lot of coins being scooped up out of the exchanges. And so, folks, nothing but optimism from where I'm sitting here. This is such an exciting time to be in crypto. As far as I'm concerned, it's an inevitability that XRP will hit its all-time high and will enter price discovery. And so many think that we're going to see, even based on just how high Bitcoin's already gone, it seems plausible that we'd see at least a peak of $10 for XRP this market cycle. And it only sounds impossible until inevitably it happens. Like, you know, at the bottom of the bear market, if I told you that on this date in 2021, Ethereum would be $4,478, which is what it is now, it would have seemed impossible. Like, there are people purchasing Ethereum more like around $100, and people are freaking out. Like, there are people that bought it at $200, it went down to $100. You know, like, it doesn't freaking matter. Which is also why dollar cost averaging in is the best way to invest as far as I'm concerned right here, because you're not going to be able to buy the bottom. But it doesn't make sense to buy and then it goes down and then getting spooked about. Like, it doesn't make any damn sense. Like, you can't time the market like that, and it's perfectly okay. But all that to say, like, XRP, it's the only top 10 cryptocurrency that hasn't revisited its all-time high from the previous market cycle. The only one. So where does most of the opportunity lie? Like, people that don't get it, they're just like, oh yeah, it's low now, relatively speaking, which means that it's not a good thing to buy. That's exactly the wrong way to look at this. It's exactly the wrong way. And then so once it's higher, then you'll say, oh, now I thought good time to buy. All right, okay. Man, I'm glad I'm not taking advice from you. If that's what you're thinking. Good times here. So anyway, things are looking good. We'll keep monitoring this, but the market's already looking a lot better. It could be a green week. I certainly hope so. If the analysts that I follow are correct, and that seems to be more probable, nothing's ever guaranteed, but it does seem to be more probable. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.